Welcome to The Jab, the cotton bird stabbing news and views and information right in your ear canal. With Mark and Rob.
And welcome to another episode of The Jab, where you can audibly hear the pitter-patter of our grey matter trying to come up with some decent chitter-chatter.
Welcome to The Jab.
Hello, Rob. How are you on this fine evening, or morning for you?
I'm bloody fantastic, me. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's another sunny day here in Newbury.
Lovely.
How about you?
Oh, well, it's a very dark evening here in Adelaide, but not too bad. It's starting to creep into winter now, so yeah, we're starting to reverse cycle on our seasons, aren't we? You're going into summer, we're going into winter over here. What's going on?
It's weird, isn't it? It's like it's sort of almost like we're travelling through a dark void around a big, massive candle.
I know. Well, pretty much. That's all it is. It's still measured in lumens, isn't it? The sun, or is it Kelvin? No, that's temperature. Yeah, lumens. Yes. But yeah, not too bad. Not too much has been going on actually. As I discussed to you pre this recording, I'm still waiting on the visa for me and my partner to come over to old Blatty. That's right. We're trying to get in, not out, as most people usually are. Right, trying to escape to the sunshine. But we say bar humbug to that. We want to come back and get some of that rain under our belt, you know, some of that grey colour palette, 50 Shades of. Yeah, so just waiting on that at the moment. And we've been slowly condensing our life down into 2 suitcases. And I currently have a few things on their way over to the UK that I shipped as well. So, yeah, exciting stuff.
Well, yes. You know, why wouldn't you? You've had too much sun, Mark. It's time for you to come back and experience the sort of the drab, the dross, the grey, the beige, the lack of blue sky. You know, it's needed in your life. I think you need to have balance, mate. You need to be able to be sort of just a bit sadder and a bit more melancholy or a bit more sarcastic now.
Exactly. Well, that's it. If you've got it too good and you don't go through that, ebb and flow of melancholy, well, then you're never going to appreciate the good times, are you? If it's good all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you know what though? This week we had a bank holiday. The old Easter bank holiday, and it was bloody marvellous.
Ah, nice.
Well, I had a Friday off, and the old missus had a Friday off too, and we went for a drive, you know? I mean, I know fuel prices are so stupidly expensive, but we went for a drive, because you know what? I love going just for a random drive. And
whoa, I was going to say, how very la-di-da, yeah, like you say, with the fuel prices being just a man about the country.
Yes, that's right. And blimey, the countryside did deliver. The views were spectacular. There was the yellow of the rapeseed, which is an unfortunate name. The yellow of the rapeseed over on the left, and then with the majestic greens rolling over each hill and valley. It was superb.
Sounds like a Bob Ross painting in real life, is what it sounds like. Very nice.
Yes, it was actually. It was like that. It was very picturesque, and do you know what? It was just marvellous. And so drove through all this countryside, and we ended up in this little village, very, very quaint. And we ended up in Cirencester, just off the old Cotswolds there.
Oh, very nice. So plenty of fresh local made cider. A lot of little stalls set up in churches selling, you know, locally made jams and such. I can imagine that's what's coming to mind.
Yes, exactly that. There was a lovely little market, a little mooch around, and the sun was out. It was, do you know what? The sun with the blue sky and actually being warm, it just makes everything better. You know, it's like you could skip there. I didn't even need to drive there. I probably could have skipped there in absolute glee. And when we did get there was lots of fun, weird, funky shops and stuff. And then ended up stopping, get some fish and chips, and ate them in a graveyard. Which was an interesting situation.
Oh, that's an interesting setting. Wow, okay. I mean, it was sounding all very much like Theresa May recounting her childhood there, sort of frolicking through the wheat fields, and now we've taken a bit of a gothic turn, but I like it.
Yes, I was channeling my inner emo. That's what it was.
Ah, of course.
Probably looked more like Elmo, but, you know, it's he was turned out to be pretty creepy, old Elmo, didn't he? But anyway, that's a different story.
He does know where you live.
Elmo knows where you live.
have? Yeah.
Oh
Very
my,
creepy.
that
Very
is
strange.
creepy. So yeah, but so that was different, and we had an ice cream. You had to have an ice cream, but there was no Mars ice creams. I was quite upset about that. I can't believe you would have a shop and have no Mars ice creams.
Oh, well, mate, I don't know. It could be another casualty of the current ongoing, Putin parade that's happening across Europe. You never know. Could be a bit of a deficit on the old Mars ice creams.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, then I'm angry at him even more. I didn't think I could be more angry at him, but obviously that's just a step too far for me. Blocking my Mars ice creams when I want to have one on a bank holiday. You suck.
Yeah. I know.
So,
what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, my question to you is Mars ice cream. So is it better in an ice cream form than it is in its regular form?
I think it is,
all
mate,
round. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, I am
preferred.
a fan of both, but a Mars ice cream, there's something about them. It's just, I think, the way it glides off the chocolate glides from with all the caramel, and the caramel becomes much more of an integral part of the item than when it's just your regular one. And it's just magnificent. I think much more prefer the Mars ice cream than the normal one. It's worth it, it's worth it. I think, on a hot summer's day, and that's why you have to wait until the time is right, because you can do the combination of the sunshine and the blue sky and the warmth, because you can't hang about. You've got to eat it. You can't just hang about because it will just go weird. So you've got to make sure that you enjoy it. It's an intense thing because you can't just slowly eat it. You can't just eat a bit and then put some for later. You've got to make sure you have an intense, almost love affair with this Mars ice cream.
I see. Intense love affair is a good descriptor there. Much like the trifecta then with the blue skies, the sunshine and the ice cream is much like the Son, the Father and the Holy Ghost. And, what this whole bank holiday was in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Saviour. So
it is, yes. I mean, you're absolutely right. It is like you dying and going and then coming back to life. It is exactly like that.
I simply must try it. I will get around to trying this.
Good.
But I was going to say with
hang on, Mark. Have you not had the Mars ice cream?
Sadly, I am a virgin. Yes, I haven't had one. I haven't.
Seriously, you've not had a Mars ice cream?
I don't think I've even gone looking for one. I didn't even realise there was one.
Sound the alarm!
Oh my goodness. It's an actual travesty, my friend. Oh my word.
Yes. I mean, if this was Equilibrium, sense offence, yes, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. That's me. I haven't had one.
Yeah, your lack of Mars ice creams in your life has offended me no end. That's the first thing I'm going to buy you when you come back to old England.
Okay,
is a Mars ice cream, and I'm going to watch you eat it, and I'm going to stare at you.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's going to be an experience for us both then, I guess, yeah. So you're not only an enjoyer of Mars ice cream, you're a voyeur as well.
And there'll be no eye contact, and that is the British way.
Exactly, it is. Well, I do look forward to this gliding motion of a tectonic plate of chocolate sliding on a molten lava lake of caramel. Sounds delicious.
It is exactly like that. You've hit the nail on the tectonic head. That
should get absolutely... a job at Unilever. I think they're the guy, or Nestle, whoever make it. I reckon we're probably in
Mars.
the running.
Don't you dare sully it with Nestle.
Oh, that's
Nestle.
Right. That's right.
They can't make chocolate for toffee.
They really can't. But what they can make is powdered milk and just despair and depression, because apparently they're a pretty bad company to work for, and they monopolize baby milk formula, so they're evil. They're inherently evil.
Well, also apparently my mum said that it's Nestles, because apparently it used to be called Nestles. Yeah, they used to promote it as Nestles on the TV or whatever.
Right.
But now, and so people say Nestle, she gets very, very angry about it.
Oh, so you're telling me it's a bit of a Starburst opal fruit situation, just got rebranded.
I think so, mate. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it is. So,
Learning so much about our large corporations.
Yeah, there you go. See, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to take a while to get over the fact you've never had a nice ice cream, Mark. It's not an easy thing to hear sometimes.
It is a lot. It is hard to swallow, unlike the ice cream. But I will distract you with the fact that, as you mentioned, it's a bank holiday in the UK. Here, it's a public holiday. A lot more, I guess, sort of utopian sounding, that everyone kind of has a day off, not just the banks and post offices. Bloody bankers getting all this fucking time off.
Well, it's all thanks to the Queen, not Jesus this time.
Not Jesus. Much more tangible, Queenie. She still has some authority. But yeah, so with regards to Easter though, because what I found over here is that it definitely feels like more of a holiday here. But for me, back at home, Easter just it really kind of isn't a thing as much, Like, I swear over the past couple of years, it's definitely become more of a thing with, like, decorations and, people giving cards more and stuff like that. Or do you get into any of that, or not so much?
No, nothing. I mean, I'm not... No, there's a lot of Easter egg. It's just Easter eggs, really. We just seem to just give people Easter eggs and eat loads of chocolate. And for the majority of people, I think it's just a chance to get pissed.
Yeah, well, I mean, us Brits do take pretty much every holiday as an opportunity to get pissed. even like, what's it, like Sober November or whatever month they randomly, arbitrarily attach that to. Dry July, that's the one, Dry July.
Dry July.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting, because that's what I was trying to explain to people over here. Like, it's definitely more of a thing here, like more of an event to get involved in. But so much so that this year we did actually decide to partake in our own little Jesus-themed dinner party, actually.
What?
So, I know, right? So basically what we ended up doing was a few of us got together and everyone brought their partners and everything, and we just had a dinner party. So we decided to light a load of incense, burn a load of candles, and dress up in any sort of 2,000-year-old BC garb that we could find, mainly just like a hoodie, sort of druidic. That was the kind of style I was going for. And then, we decided to chuck on a bit of Spotify choir music and have ourselves a ruddy good Easter.
Wow, that's I've never done that before. That sounds... Well, I suppose it's angelic is probably the word.
It was, yeah. Well, again, it's just an extra little bit of a theme you can add to your piss-up, your regular Easter piss-up, for anyone listening out there. And, we even had a cake in the shape of a cross. Why not?
That's brilliant. Wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. But yeah,
that does sound cool.
Yeah, so like I say, it's definitely more of a thing here. Not that everyone does that, but we thought we'd take the opportunity and we ran with it. And I'm glad we did.
No, I mean, I've never heard that. It's quite an ingenious idea. I think, ingenious idea.
Ooh.
I don't know, is that a pun? Is that a fun pun?
I think it is. I'm going to have to ask you to leave, sir. Quite quickly now, quickly.
That's what she said.
Yeah, yeah. But so definitely I would say why not? Yeah, get more involved back in the UK. Get make more of a thing out of it. Put up some bunting or whatever it is we do for any holiday. But yeah, definitely over here it's more of a thing going on. I guess kind of like how Halloween slowly became more of a thing in the UK compared to like America and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, to be honest, the last few years, bank holidays really. Easter bank holiday or any other bank holiday doesn't really much to me. I just seem to work and forget there's even bank holidays. But this year, it felt like I actually utilised it. It was quite nice.
Good.
We went round to Daniel's sister's house because it's Daniel's nephew's birthday, and we had we just messed around playing some games stuff. And I got some big playing cards, oversized cards in, but they're quite huge and
huge,
colossal. And I played the higher, like Bruce Forsyth. Good game.
Oh okay, nice.
We played higher or lower. We just simply just guessed if it's going higher or lower. What a great game it is! It's so simple. Anyone can play it. Little kids can play it. The old fogies can play it.
Yeah.
And it was actually hilarious. It was a great, because the trepidation, the excitement, the anticipation. Will it go higher? Will it go lower? You just don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, actually. I would say that I definitely enjoy games probably more like that, where it's just a simple concept. There's not like 8 pages of booklets you have to read through, and then that one random cousin or uncle that you invite over, oh, he's played it a different way when he was at this other place. Yeah, like you say, fun for all from 9 to 99. So nice.
That's right. Yeah. So it's a bit like, it's almost as good as Uno. Uno's,
oh yeah, I know you're a big fan of Uno. We've spoken about it many a time.
Yes, it's numero one in my game sort of top
in your
games.
repertoire.
Yeah,
Parlor. I was going to say
Parlor
parlor tricks.
Pandantry. I don't know.
Ah, there you go. That works.
Excellent. So yeah, no, it was yes, that was quite a nice. It was really sunny again. Sat in the garden, just chilling, listening to some music, and winding up the 2 kids that were there that were very, very funny. Just winding them all up, and then leaving my and Daniel's sister to deal with it. So that was so I was like, "You're welcome. See you later. Bye." So
yeah, that's the way you do it. You come in, have the good times, and swan on out.
Absolutely. I sent so Jesse is the kid's birthday was, and I sent him a little birthday message, and I put I put a Spider-Man bin I've got. I put it on my head and played and played Happy Birthday on the guitar, and then and did a sort of rock version of that. So he absolutely loved it. It was pretty funny.
Brilliant.
And he actually loved it so much he sent me his own version back. It was really funny.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So that was cool. So I think he's 7 now. So yeah, I think he's 7. Is it 8? He was 7. Whether he's turned to 8, I can't remember. Oh dear, I think he's 7.
Okay,
But,
we'll go with 7. Lucky number 7.
Yeah, lucky number 7. So yeah, it was good. And then on Monday, my brother and sister-in-law came over, and we watched my terrible football team draw 0-0. But we had a barbecue as well because it was still nice and sunny. So
okay, well at least there was some redemption from the ludicrous display that the Reds and the Blues were doing. Yep.
Yeah, same old Sunderland trying to walk it in.
Yeah, yeah, that's it, mate. Bloody ludicrous display.
So yeah, no, it was good though. So we had a barbecue. So first barbecue of the year. So that was
oh yeah, first barbecue of the season.
Yes. Oh yeah, we should have that actually. We should have little trumpets for people that enter.
You should, yeah.
That would be great.
Right Honourable Dave.
So, and then we can have like a tuba for people that are a little bit evil, couldn't we?
Ah, yes, that's it. And then you can have a theremin for people that are a little bit weird.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yes,
yeah, mystical people.
Yeah, that's it. Mysteries.
Yeah. And Time Lords, of course.
Of course, yeah, of course. But yeah, mainly for Kevin. You're not quite sure what he does.
Yeah, well, it was a very, I think Daniel put it right, it was a very quintessential bank holiday.
Yeah, was there Pims involved at this barbecue?
Oh, hang on a minute. No, there wasn't actually. So,
and I thought you were the Mars ice cream loving, landed gentry driving around the countryside in your Land Rover kind of guy, and you didn't even have a Pims. Come on, man. Jesus Christ.
Bloody hell, I've let the side down again, haven't I?
Yeah, they're going to revoke your membership, mate. You know, you have to pay a privilege to live in the country, okay? They're going to slowly kick you back to the curb of civilization.
Well, should we listen to the sound of the country? Hang on, let me just, I'll open the window and we can listen to the sounds of the country. One sec.
Is that the sound of a farmer murdering someone and burying them in their field?
If you listen carefully, you can hear the sound of sharpening drills. Wow. The majestic sound of the digger as it pummels through the concrete and scares any wildlife away because he wants the ground all to himself.
Yes.
The Thames Water Diggers Maximus has really, really staked a claim on the land here.
Magnificent.
Finding watering holes, we can lap up the lava of cold water magma. Majestic.
Truly is a marvel to behold.
So there we have it. The sounds of the countryside.
You're a lucky man. It's not every day that we all get to see that, Beautiful. Beautiful.
No. So, welcome to the countryside. I mean, it's, some people would say that, that's not technically an animal, but, it sounds like a beast to me.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's always under threat of being surrounded by a pack of bobcat diggers. So,
yes, that's true. That's
keep an eye out
true,
for that.
yeah.
Keep an eye out for that, Rob. It's a sight to behold, seeing them work like a pack of velociraptor.
Yes, that's true. I mean, I hope we don't get a rival gang, and we don't get some sort of standoff between them.
Or you don't want a flock of John Deere tractors sensing the impending doom and going through your house either, as well. You got to watch out for that. Your house insurance must be through the roof, literally.
It's a constant stress.
Or whatever's left of it.
Yes, that's true. Well, I mean, it caused so much mayhem the other day, and there was no water in the village.
Oh, well, that's it. What
actually,
is life
tell you
without
what,
water?
country life. We had big drama. We had a power cut last week.
Ooh, doth I have memories of Mrs. Thatcher's brownouts? I mean, I'm sure that's probably what a lot of the people in that town were thinking, in that village.
That's very true. Yes. And, absolute mayhem. And we quickly had to check the local Facebook group and for any updates on there. And, power's out. And the power had gone out. And within 3 minutes, after, someone had already been in contact with the electricity board and they were sending someone out to fix it. Should be back on about 5 o'clock. And then they stuck a massive generator the size of a porta cabin.
Yeah.
Just plonked on the ground and it was going, massive. Right, so it was a big, so those people who lived by next to it had this huge humming going on, for days. It was there. I mean, it was there for a good week, just burning fuel and keeping us being able to have our cheese on toast and whatnot.
Yeah, well, that's pretty crazy. That was their solution, the somewhat temporary solution, but it actually lasted for a lot longer than I'm assuming that anyone would have expected. But good to see that, the minute something went wrong, old Marjorie was on the phone, on the blower. She wasn't having none of it, okay? She's got to keep a tropical fish tank going because those things ain't cheap. And, and they was able to mobilise and get on the Facebook page and, alert all your fellow citizens.
That's right. I mean, if it wasn't for the, they should call them the person Watchtower. I'm not sure what their name is, but I think they should be codenamed Watchtower because they seem to know everything that's going on in the village.
Yeah, well, that's it. If only we could mobilise that kind of energy and, I don't know, just put it into something else, anything else, But, still good to see that they're doing their part and they have a place within the community, and you're now part of that community. How does it feel?
Yes, well, it's good to belong, and I'm waiting for it to turn into a sort of hot fuzz, greater good kind of situation.
It's all about the greater good.
The greater good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but I was definitely getting those vibes as well, just this, the minute you sort of called upon that the Facebook page, is like, well, there's a community, there's always going to be a sub-community, and then that just leads down that garden path, that well-maintained, award-winning small village garden path to a cult, Rob.
Yes.
Cult.
And then you'll be sub-living then, wouldn't you? Because you'll no longer be alive.
True. Very true. Very true.
So there was actually, I read that there was a village, a little village, and 3 people have been found buried in the ground. So I was thinking, yeah.
They didn't die of other causes, right? This wasn't, someone didn't mistake, just a regular funeral for, 3 people being buried in the ground. Just want to double check, because I know that, news is slow out in the countryside, and this isn't just some sort of local rag trying to whip up a bit of a frenzy.
Well, here we go. Found it. Bourne End murder inquiry underway after 3 bodies found. A complex murder investigation is underway after 3 bodies were found at a sheltered accommodation scheme.
Oh.
A man and a woman in their 60s and a man in his 50s were found dead at Orchard House and Spring Gardens, Bourne End in Buckinghamshire.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
Rob, you know what this means?
What?
We're now a true crime podcast.
Oh my God, I've always wanted to be one of those.
That's it. We're joining the ranks of pretty much every other podcast I think that's available right now, and we're selling out. We're digging in. We're digging up these 3 bodies. It's going to be our first story. Get boots on the ground, Rob. You're there. I'll be there in a couple of weeks, hopefully. But you're going to have to go out and start interviewing, go and start sniffing around, seeing what you can find.
Well, I mean, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. I mean, there's so much true crime out there. Surely, are they going to ever run out of true crime?
No, I guess not as long as America keeps giving people large sums of money for life insurance claims. Probably not, no.
Oh, speaking of which, I've been watching a TV show called The Man, His Wife and His Canoe.
Oh, okay, right. Do tell.
It's about. Do you remember the guy that faked his own death and he said he died after going out in his canoe? Do you remember that?
Right.
And
I think that vaguely sounds familiar. Carry on.
Oh, so it's absolutely mental. So back in, I think it was early 2000s,
right?
And so basically they just come up with this plan. So he was going to fake his own death and then get the insurance money because they were in debt. Bailiffs were after him and stuff. And they lived in Hartlepool,
solid
the
plan.
northeast of England. Yeah. Then basically they got found out, right? Because there was a picture of them taking a picture of them two in Panama.
Okay.
Because, so I remember the photo. That's all I really remember of it. But they've done a dramatisation of it, and it's from the wife's point of view. And it sounds like the guy was a very manipulative, selfish guy who, and his wife. I mean, obviously, I know people will probably be like, "Oh, why didn't she just not go along with it?" But he emotionally blackmailed her and things like that. And they have 2 kids who were in their 30s, so they were quite older. They were in their 60s.
Right.
So he's like, I'm gonna fake me own death, and and he basically he lived in the woods for 6 weeks or something while it all calmed down. So they owned 12 properties in total.
Bloody hell!
Because they were just doing them up. But obviously they were behind on their mortgage payments and stuff like that. And they had this house with a adjoining house next to it. I think they had a few houses in a row by the sea. And they had one of the houses had adjoining doors between their house and the ones next door. So he decided he was going to live next door whilst being dead.
Right. I think I have heard about this. I have heard this story, yeah.
It's
just ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, mate. It's absolutely batshit crazy. And, they managed to convince her, and they lied to their sons, to their parents, to all their friends, the police, of course. Yeah. And because then they got the insurance guy to come round. And he said, well, no, there's no body, there's no death certificate. So
yeah, right.
The typical time you have to wait. Yeah, the typical time you have to wait is 7 years.
Jesus Christ, that just doesn't seem worth it.
They lived like that for about 4 years, though.
Right. Okay.
Him living next door, and then he decided he met this woman online.
Yeah.
He met this woman online. And he was talking, playing some game, and he was talking to her. And then he said once they got they sold the properties because he managed to get a fake birth certificate for someone else.
God.
Got a passport in a different person's name, and he went to America to meet this woman, and he come back and he'd lost 50 grand.
Oh my God. That's just ridiculous. And how do these people, I mean, how do you get away with something so blatant like that, like living next door in the same, living next door to the house you were meant to be in, the same town, surely someone will recognize you at some point, or, there'd always be that kind of worry that someone would.
They did show someone recognized him.
Right.
They showed someone he used to work with, because I think he used to work at a prison or something.
Okay.
And funnily enough, and he. So this guy was in it. They showed it. The way they showed it was the guy was in his car in a Vauxhall Cavalier, really old car, and he stopped at a pedestrian crossing, and then the guy walked across, and the guy sat in the car was like, "No fucking way," and he went to get out the car, but everyone started beeping him because he was holding up traffic, so he had to get back in it. He reported it to police. And then the police came round and said, have you not seen anyone looks like it? She was like, no, not seen anything, no. And but the fact that they had that, I mean, they almost got away with it. But then where they've left it, we haven't watched it all yet, but where we've got up to is they go to Panama. The wife just convinces her sons that it's okay to go. She's going to go and live on her own in Panama and all this. She wants to, because she had to convince the police and the Home Office to compare, give us death certificates so they could get all the money, and they did. Jesus. And so they went to Panama, found this place, and bought an apartment there. And then while she came back, she obviously came back for good, sent all the possessions over to Panama. Yeah. And he's looking all dodgy when she gets there, and he's bought this plot of land for for loads and loads of money. So basically, he spent all their money again.
Oh, Jesus.
And I know he's an idiot. He's actually an idiot. And then he realises, actually, sorry, love, but there's a bit of a problem because you can't get permanent residency here unless you get a reference from from your police in your country.
Of course, and he can't.
And so he's decided. They ended it with the episode him saying, "So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to England and just claim amnesia."
Oh, what? Just be like what? So just claim that he drifted away on this canoe somewhere and he's been gone this whole time, but he's got amnesia.
He's got amnesia, and because he's fed up of being dead now.
Right. Okay. I mean, I probably would have been fed up after a year.
Yeah,
dumb,
exactly.
But then clearly I don't know. Yeah, dumb, but then also somehow has managed to get forged documents that have been enough to, trick the authorities. Which I'm just how do people even go about getting those?
It's absolutely insane. I mean, it's just ridiculous that he's done that, and so the poor woman. I mean, she's been through it. I mean, she's been surely her sons are never going to talk to her again.
Oh, of course not. And then she's been the one fronting all the police and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, having to go for all the rigmarole of keeping up the charade.
It's just
he just waited out in the loft.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to think that to go back and do that and think they're going to get away with it and think they're not going to... Because then, you imagine that he's going to suddenly come back out of nowhere. They've got all this, they've got all their money, and then they're going to find out that she's been going to Panama. They're going to investigate it. And they're going to, it's... And because that picture they took, I always remember the picture of them two stood in smiling, and she said, obviously, that picture... We let the people that try to find the properties for them, that was the dumbest thing they ever did, was let them take that picture, because... Obviously, they would go and investigate and find the picture of them two alive in Panama.
Yeah. God.
Honestly, it's absolutely mental.
But yeah, what else have you been watching, mate? What else has been going on? Old Moon Knight, I know that you're a fan of.
Oh, yeah. So just, it's been good. Another Marvel one, but it's an interesting thing because the guy's got, so it's a character who, it's to do with Egyptian gods and all that sort of stuff. But he's got a split personality disorder, basically. And so you meeting different. So there's two personalities so far in it, and it's hinting at a third, I think. But they're all after the So he's an avatar for a god called
Khonshu.
Khonshu, that's it.
That's the one.
And it's really good. It's pretty. I just watched the latest episode. It's really good. It's pretty crazy because you keep switching between characters, and you don't know, he comes to, and all of a sudden he's killed all these guys, and they're all trying to get to this tomb in Egypt, and just watched the episode today. So that was really, really good. I can't say any. I don't want to spoil it for people, but it's definitely
including me here because I'm still on the third episode. So no spoilers. Have
you been enjoying it so far?
I have, it's definitely a different change of pace from a lot of the other stuff they've been putting out. I think just with it's a new character. Like usually someone of that's sort of kind of new to the cinematic universe kind of thing. Usually you'd end up with a full on movie origin story, right? But of course now they're doing the whole Disney Plus. Yeah, they've got a bit more breathing room to experiment with kind of on the fringe characters, as it were. And yeah, no, I'm liking it. I was surprised actually how much I'm liking the kind of Egyptian mythology stuff behind it. I guess there's obviously a lot of source material there. And yeah, it's good. The main guy, Oscar Isaac, he's doing a good job. I think he's very likable. His accent's not too bad when he does his British alter ego. I thought. I don't know. What did you think about his accent?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, he does quite well. He adds sort of words like plonker in it, and he always says, "Oh, bloody hell, I'm all right," and he does all right. It's generic, but considering he's not English, it's actually quite good. It makes him sound really innocent and sort of, I don't know. He does well with it. I think it's passable. It's generic, but
Rob approves. No, definitely. I was going to say, it definitely makes him likable, and that is kind of the whole point of that side of the character, right? He's kind of this bumbling, fumbling, lovable kind of character. So, yeah, no, I am liking it, and it'd be interesting to see where it links up in regards to all the other stuff, because obviously you've got the you've got obviously Multiverse of Madness coming up, and even though it's this context of Egyptian gods, I'm sure they'll sort of shoehorn it into some sort of multiversal thing at some point. Seems to be the way everything's going, right? It's kind of like a catch-all at the moment. It's just like, there's a multiverse, we can do anything. So
maybe they're going into this whole thing of it's we're going to end up, there's going to be different, a different universe where they bring in characters like the X-Men eventually, where that's how they get around it, because at the moment they haven't had X-Men in it or any mutants or anything, and eventually they're going to, because and then eventually maybe we'll end up we'll be switching between realities or something crazy.
Probably anything's on the cards, but and now it just seems like it's pretty much can go on forever, right? They've got so much source material for all these different characters that, it's just gonna. I mean, when the whole Disney Plus thing started, it just seemed at the time that there's maybe going to be one or two series on there with some stuff, but I mean, it's rolling constantly, right? Pretty much as soon as one ends, another one starts. So
I guess they got to, if they're going to justify having people paying subscription, they're going to have to justify it by having new content all the time.
Indeed.
I mean, the good thing about the series ones is that they get to develop the characters much more, and they don't have to spend. It's not just it's a whole movie where you got to spend. Everyone gets for God's sake, but it's and you don't. And the other side of it is that you don't get crappy ones that sort of just ones that don't work very well are pretty dull, and you sort of don't really want the character anymore. But if you get to sort of develop it more, then it's just a more it's definitely a better way of introducing a character, I think, with a series.
Definitely. And like you say, you're going to justify paying that subscription price, which is something that old Netflix is in a bit of turmoil with, right? And I'm sure you've seen the recent thing about how they're losing subscriptions left, right, and centre at the moment.
I have, they've they're talking about. Aren't they talking about trying to stop people from sharing passwords?
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. No more borrowing, Auntie Julie's Netflix account and messing up her algorithms with your Cobra Kai viewings anymore. None of that. It's out the window. They're cracking down. The Gestapo, the Big N, they're coming for you.
The Big N.
The Big N.
Trouble is, they got to be careful though, because obviously if they crack down too hard, then they're gonna, some people might just go, "I'll sort it, it's not worth it," and
true,
So, but I mean, it's one of those things. Surely, I know they're missing out on revenue, but the only reason people share stuff a lot of the time is so that because people can't afford it or something, so they let people watch it. So you'd imagine eventually when they get, maybe they got their own place, or it's like, listen, the kids who've got it, they grow up, they get their own subscription. So I think maybe I don't know. I don't know if they should be too harsh on it. It shouldn't be.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
No, just leave us alone. Bloody hell.
Exactly. That's it, right? They were meant to be the answer to the tediousness of having to sign up for, a Sky TV plan, paying X amount and getting all these packages together. They were once a savior, and now they're hindering our viewing exploits. Might as well just go back to Blockbuster, mate. Just go back to those days. Why not?
Oh my God!
Sending us
they
back
were
to
great
the dark
days,
ages.
though.
They were.
Yeah, Blockbuster were great. I get to go to the Blockbuster on a Friday night and pick a film.
Yeah,
that was great.
Pick a film, grab some snacks, and then grab a movie poster while you're there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do love a good movie poster.
Yes, indeed. I think the last thing I remember seeing in a Blockbuster, vividly remember seeing on a shelf, was the first National Treasure movie. And I think that's old enough, because I was thinking this the other day. I was like, is that even old enough, or is that some weird false memory I've come up with? But I'm pretty sure there was a cardboard cutout of the late great, just the great, he's not dead yet, Nicolas Cage, in National Treasure.
Bloody hell, really? I don't know if I've even seen that movie.
Well, I mean, I forgive you considering he just pumps them out all the time, but I think the National Treasure movie was one of his last big franchises before he went down whatever path he's on now with all his bizarre straight to kind of DVD exploits.
Oh, I see. Okay, isn't there a film out at the moment with him which is him being him or something, isn't it?
Yep, that's it. We finally... maybe this is what they mean by the metaverse. It's so meta now. It's just Nick Cage being Nick Cage, playing Nick Cage. Yeah, I think it's called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent or something like that. Very humble, very subtle. And I have yet to see it, or I don't think it's even out yet, maybe. But there's a trailer out. But I've seen that. Yeah, it looks all right. I think it's going to be one of those ones that it probably make better viewing with a few people, that you can all sort of get in on the joke. I don't know if it's, I don't know. Yeah, I probably won't just watch it on my own kind of thing. So we'll see.
I think obviously, hopefully he just goes full Nick Cage.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
Yeah. Buzz. So it's isn't it? I just hope it's so ridiculous that it's hilarious. I hope that they, it's not him trying to be cool or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, it really is him taking a piss out of himself a lot.
Yeah, hopefully they strike that, like you said, that good balance, or not even balance. Like it goes so far that it's back to being funny again. Not that it's ridiculous and just sad.
yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's one of these. I think I'll have to watch it just to see what it's like. But I might wait for a review or something and see what comes out of that.
Yeah, well, maybe we should come up with in the future, we should come up with a jab review system. Maybe instead of giving it stars, we give it something else. And and no movie will be off limits. We'll have a back catalogue as well. So it won't just be for the new stuff. We'll go back and review.
Why don't we do B's? We could have we could be happy or be sad or something. We could have Be Gone. There'll be one B.
Okay. Or Be Gone would be if it's crap. Maybe.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Be Gone for one B rating. B could be better.
Yeah.
Slightly buzzing for 3.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like it.
Be happy and maximum buzz.
Maximum buzz. There you go. Brilliant. I look forward to reviewing some movies now.
There we go. We should do that. Let's do that. Well, why don't we do some science headlines for Jeffrey John Science?
Let's. Science headlines. Okay, let's have a look. So, I noticed the other day that scientists are. So, obviously how they've been talking about Mars for a long time, right? We've got to get to Mars. We've got to put a little rover on Mars. But we've done that now. That's old hat. We've been there, done that. But now the science community are urging NASA to put all their efforts into exploring a little further, a little deeper, if you will, into space. And they are saying that we need to probe Uranus.
What?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So basically, they think
I hope
that
they
it's
ask
time...
permission.
What's that, sorry?
I hope they're asking permission.
Oh, well, of course, it's all, we live in the age of consent. I mean, it should have always been that time, but of course. So essentially they have said that, it's time to get deep into Uranus and find out what it's all about. Just get around there, explore, don't be shy. It's perfectly natural. And
I heard it's pretty dark, it's a dark place to be, but we should shine a light on it.
We should. I mean, you can't just be giving it all to the fanboys that is Mars and, what's the other one they like going on about?
Saturn.
Yeah, that's it. Saturn, that's it. So can't exactly. Can't just be about those guys, We've got to take a look at sometimes, what might be not as attractive, but still very important.
Yes, looking at the, it's sometimes referred to as the back alley of the solar system.
Oh, I mean, I have heard that many a time. Yes, I have heard that many a time.
Yes. Well, it might not be conventional. It might not be the most sort of, widely known areas to explore. But like you said, I think it's good to be curious.
Yeah, exactly. It warrants having a good rummage around and seeing how it feels, basically. So, scientists are basically calling on NASA to develop a UOP, a Uranus orbiter probe, is what they're saying. So, I don't know, man. I'm with them. I'm all for it. I'm all for getting up in Uranus. I think it's about time.
Well, yes. I mean, yeah. It's it's about goddamn time.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm glad they're getting serious about Uranus. I'm really glad because it's always been a bit of a mockery in the the world of exploration.
It has. And how sad would it be that we'll be depriving ourselves of, the wonders, the hidden treasures that lie ahead of us, and we deprive ourselves of that because of some childish, titillating comparison between its name and that of the human anatomy. It just seems like a real waste, and we all need to grow up and just pull your socks up, get your boots on, and dive in.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Yeah.
Well, I mean, pretty much puts that one to bed, I reckon. But we'll keep you updated, listeners, on any findings. I think we're a few years away yet, but we'll watch this space essentially.
You've got to have an entry strategy and an exit too.
Yes, that's it. Don't tense up too much. I know it's a mammoth task, but you just got to relax and just slide on in. Anyway, Europa is the other celestial body that has come up in the headlines recently, and it bodes well for finding life, Rob. Life finds a way, as you know. And
yes.
So what they've observed is, I think it's to do with just the surface of Europa. So what they've observed is certain patterns and cracks and refreezing that indicates, there is liquid water underneath. And to corroborate this, they've been studying Greenland, and Greenland has the same sort of patterns on its surface. So, it's, correlation, isn't always causation, but, I like to hold out hope this time.
Wow, just imagine if we could find life elsewhere. Trouble is, would we want to bring back little microbes that are on their planet? I mean, they could end up, finally wiping us out, though.
True. Or, at the same time, there could be cures to things. Who knows? I mean, we're always quick to jump to the doom and gloom.
Yeah,
but,
true.
Here on The Jab, we would like to, flip and show the other side of that coin,
Well, it's too many. It's that program, that canoe program. It's really got me.
Well, it has destroyed your faith in humanity. Yes, I understand.
Well, yes, but it would be very exciting, though, wouldn't it, to go to a place like that and be able to actually bring it back? Because when they show pictures of places like Europa, which is Saturn, right? It goes around Saturn, yeah.
I believe so.
Europa, is it around Saturn? It is, isn't it? And or is it around Jupiter? But anyway, the sun will look so far away. It'll be weird, wouldn't it? You wouldn't match to see. Oh, it's Jupiter's moon. It's Jupiter's moon.
Okay.
So that's closer than Saturn, which is good. But just imagine being on there, trying to get landing on Europa and having Jupiter right in your face.
Yeah.
It'd look massive, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. Well, you probably wouldn't know if there was any life there. You wouldn't probably know for a long time there were any other planets, because I feel like, maybe, I don't know, we probably have been quite privileged in the fact that, we can sort of look up and we're far enough away from others that's the case. But if you're on something like that, surely just Jupiter would be obstructing the entire night sky.
It would. It actually really, it would.
Sky at night would be a very different program. Be like, it's Jupiter again. Thank you all for watching. Good night.
Did you actually? I just remembered there is a planetary alignment going to be happening over the next couple of days.
Okay.
So a celestial treat as Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn form a row in a sky in a planet parade.
Wow. Okay. It's like a super band. Oh.
So it'd be worth having a look if you can get up at 5 a.m. Apparently Mars should obviously look a bit different because it'll have a sort of an orangey tint to it.
Yeah.
It's just basically
it's a ranger.
Rust.
It's a ranger, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Mars Naranja.
Is that your Spanish coming out?
It is, mate. Yeah, it's about the only one I know. Fanta Naranja, por favor.
Ah, I see.
Or Fanta Limon.
Ah, of course. I was about to say, surely it would just be called Fanta, but no, you're right. There are different flavours of Fanta.
There you go, mate. Why did they never do like a blackcurrant one or something? I never really understood that.
The boys at Robinson's probably, sent the goons over and told them to stay away.
Well, the orange. Do you remember the Fanta in Australia was a different colour, wasn't it?
Was it? I mean, maybe I can check this because I'm here. So
it's a
I'll
deeper
go out.
orange. It's a deeper orange to the one back here, which is obviously a lighter, more sun-like orange. So,
slightly different tinge.
Oompa-Loompa.
Yeah, slightly different tinge. Okay,
actually,
all right.
Speaking of Oompa Loompas, my never said that before. One of my students, they said that they went to Reading and there was this club they went to, and it was a special guest there. Turns out it was an Oompa Loompa. You get your picture taken with them.
Okay, like one. I'm assuming probably one, not one from the 1970s movie. Just an yeah.
Dippity doo. I've got another story for you. Something like that.
But yeah, exactly. Well, look, mate. That movie was the 70s, 80s rolled round. Thatcher put them all out of work, and now they're left to go around nightclubs and be what did you say it was, like special entertainment, or it was like a special guest? Sorry,
it's a special guest. Yeah,
special guest.
What a strange special guest.
I know.
But obviously, people who are pissed are probably. There's probably some people that young who probably don't know what Oompa Loompas are.
That's a good point.
They'd be like, "What?" They might have thought he's Donald Trump's son or something.
Probably, yeah, some dodgy offspring. Well, I look forward to getting back to all of that business and being around the great British culture. And speaking of great British culture, there's no one more British than the Queen herself, Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth. So yeah, it's her birthday, isn't it? Old Queenie, she's 96.
90 bloody 6. Wow.
I know.
I mean,
She's
there's
seen
been
it
a
all,
bit.
hasn't she?
There's been some bits where they're. I mean, it feels like she's on her way out, mate. She's looking thin. She's looking like she's just, I don't know.
Well,
Unfortunately, it looks like they're they're releasing these photos and just reminding people she's still here. And I mean, it was with her majestic horses.
Ah, yes. Lovely, majestic horses. 2 of them as well, Now that's wealth, that is. And they're white as well. I mean, it really is a symbol of, just wealth in the sort of like 1800s, wasn't it? If you can afford 2 of something, well, you're rich. If you can get it in white, well, you must be living it up because, things were dirty back then, just generally. It's hard to keep anything clean. So 2 white horses.
She looked genuinely very happy, didn't she?
Yeah, I'm sure she enjoyed them. Were they a present from Charles or something, or where did they come from?
I don't know. I think she just has them. I think she's just sort of like a queen of horses as well as people.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
Can I tell you a funny story about a horse?
Please do go on.
So years ago, me, my mate Pete and Rob, and then my old housemate Holly, we went to Blackpool for my birthday because we were just going to have a jolly, go on the rides and stuff. Yeah. And get pissed, obviously.
Of course.
So we had a few drinks on the train and stuff. Anyway, we're looking out the window and Holly was like, oh, look, there's a horse. Oh, no, hang on. And then was like, no, Holly, that's a cow.
Oh, Jesus
She
Christ.
couldn't tell the difference between a horse or a cow. So she never lived it down. So we used to call it like, oh, is it a horse or a cow? And so we used to call it a horse cow. And
okay.
So this is about 4 years ago. So it's still going. And I, for one of her Christmas presents or birthday or something, I think it was Christmas, I got her a mug that said "Holy Horse Cow" on it. Right?
Brilliant.
And then. So anyway, it took a while to turn up, and I phoned him and said, "Where is this mug?" They was like, "Oh, okay, we'll send you a new one." And anyway, both ended up turning up, right? So I had these 2 mugs that say "Holy Horse Cow." But the funny thing is I didn't realise, they didn't tell me they had to put things on the other side of the mug. So when I turned the mug around, it said "Enter text here."
Brilliant. I love the way that yeah. Oh,
sorry,
God.
Go on. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say I love the way that no one at the at the place. I know it's all online, but no one just thought to be like, oh yeah, he probably doesn't want anything on there, so we'll just like leave it blank, not just put the fucking placeholder.
Yeah, exactly. But but then I had 2 of them, so both said "Holy Horse Cow" and "Enter text here."
Brilliant.
So that was great. So I've still got one, and she's got one, which is funny, but. The joke still continues, and me and my mates basically still, whenever we see a horse, we go moo, and if we see a cow, we go nay, and it's all morphed, and then I take pictures of a like a horse or something, but you can't quite see it through the bushes, so it's a game of is it horse or cow, and so when Liz, old Queen Liz, posted the picture of the horses, it's my mate posted it with a caption saying "moo." And
it was fair game. Yeah,
barrage of horse puns. It was very funny.
Brilliant.
So,
horse or cow? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I did have I knew someone once who just sort of very honestly was like, oh, where does beef come from? And I was just like, I don't know, had that weird pause. So I'm just like, obviously cows, but clearly it wasn't very obvious. Yeah, so.
Well, it was confusing back in, a few years ago when they were putting horse meat and with cow meat, weren't they?
Oh, that's true. They were trying to create some sort of delicious hybrid. And I don't know. I mean, people got up in arms about that, but I wasn't too fussed, to be fair. I wasn't too fussed.
Yeah, the old Hal burger or course burger.
That's the one.
Yes, well, I hope Liz has a good birthday, and I wonder if she's had any sort of interesting birthday messages left for her.
Yes, well, it's funny you should say that because our bloody line keeps getting mixed up, mate, as you know. I've been on the phone to BT about it, and still no resolution as of yet. And we actually got a few messages that were meant for Queenie herself. Let's give them a listen.
Oh, awesome.
You reached the voicemail of the Jab. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello there, real one free. This is Boris here. I just wanted to wish you a very, very
Happy birthday. And, 96, that's very, very good, isn't it? Those horses look bloody lovely. Sorry for swearing. No, I can't help myself. I'm very, very excited about those horses. And they look very tasty. Happy birthday. Not now, Camilla. I'm talking to Mummy. Hello? Here's Mummy. Are you there? No. I'll leave you a really good message instead. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and I hope you like the horses that I sent for you. Yes, well, just a little thanks really from me to say thank you for making Camilla Queen Consort. It really did make our day. She's really bloody stitched up like a peach, if you know what I mean. And yes, well, if you do get some time in your busy schedule, you simply must come down to Poundbury and see how I've arranged the plebs. I've made them dance for you. Yes, I know you like a good dance. Yes, but anyway, do make it down there soon. I believe they're getting very tired, and I don't know how much longer they can last. And it's very hard to find good help these days, as you know. Okay, goodbye, Mummy. Bye. Goodbye. Hiya, it's me, Jeffrey John Science. Just thought I'd say happy birthday to you, Your Majesty. I think you're like, the majesty of space, innit? Because it's like everywhere, and it's massive. And you're kind of like everywhere, especially in the country. You're on coins, you're on, on banknotes, you're on stamps as well. I just find that great. And, the majesty of science is everywhere too. And, I think, scientifically speaking, you're quite, quite old, weren't you? So, but you're doing well, though, aren't you? You're doing well. 96 is pretty good, It's nearly 100, and that's maths, which is science. So, I just wanted to wish you happy birthday, and hopefully we can make sure that we do investigate your anus. Bye-bye, science joke, bye! Hello? This is Maggob. I got... What? It's your birthday, apparently. Okay. Well, happy birthday. Whatever. It's not quite justice or crime or stuff like that. And do you actually do anything? We saved your country. We saved your country, goddammit. And I didn't even get a card from you. So, do you know what? You're going to put your birthday sticker down your neck. Goodbye.
Hello? Seal here. My cousin Eddie said that, it was your birthday and everything, and, we had that whole thing when we were over there, and we kind of made a bit of a mess, so I just thought I'd take the opportunity to wish you happy birthday and just say sorry about all that stuff that we kind of messed up when we were over there, but, hey, you needed us, so, kind of like in WW2, so, hey, let's just forget about it maybe, okay? But, yeah, so, look, I just want to say, 96... You're still looking pretty hot, if you don't mind me saying. And look, maybe we could grab a bite to eat sometime. I know this great place called Glory Holes. They got the best donuts. And yeah, look, anyways, I might be out of my league here, but call me.
And there we have it. So yeah, that's what was on our answering machine. Look, it's kind of annoying because, there might be some real callers out there trying to get through to us. But, this mix-up with BT is kind of at least providing us with a bit of entertainment for now. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
Not too bad.
Probably the best thing BT have ever done.
Yeah, true. Other than that weird logo change they had. Don't know if you saw that. It just is now just a black and white logo and it just says BT. It's very minimalist.
Oh, right. No, I did not notice that. I missed that completely.
Yeah. So I'm sure some kid straight out of uni probably got paid, a £1 squillion to do it. But hey, look, I'm not bitter about it. My Photoshop skills are getting there. So, maybe I'll give it a crack. But until that day comes, I reckon that's probably about all we have time for now.
Yeah. I think we've covered many, many good subjects today. And I think people are going to be better for it, and if they're not, then just email in. Is it the jab at? No, hang on. What was it, Mark? What's the email?
I think it was the jabpod@gmail.com, I believe.
We're not sure. It's been a while since we visited it.
It has been a while. I'm sure it's probably just full of more spam, just like our voice message inbox.
Yeah, but do send in if you've got any questions or anything you want to say, even if it's abuse. Don't really mind. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, or complaints. Yeah, all welcome.
Well, thanks for joining us for another amazing episode of The Jab, and we'll probably see you next month for another hilarious intro, and hopefully we'll have some good news, Mark, with your move. That would be lovely,
hopefully, fingers crossed. That would be excellent. Yeah, hopefully the next time we'll be recording, I'll be in an airplane bathroom.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be
great.
The acoustics. Yeah, the acoustics would be great. So okay, well, brilliant. Let's until next time. Don't forget, science is everywhere.
Yes. Ta-ra!
Bye.
This is the jam. Don't be sad. This is the jam. The jam. This is a jam. This is a Alright, this is